we've chosen a community-driven development approach. And that has a few different principles, and we're not going to spend a lot of time on that here, but I do want to run through them really quick. One is making sure that design and planning is a participatory engagement process. All projects and everything that we're working towards is geared towards a transfer and control of resources by the community. And that connected to that, that the primary beneficiaries of whatever we're doing within the community is the community. We look at implementation and management of work as also being locally led. And finally, we look at the evaluation, assessment, and accountability, all again being locally led and participatory processes. These are principles that we want to put into play for everything that we do. If you take that and then you say, well, how are we going to make sure that things are effective here? The next thing I think we really look at is a holistic development strategy. And when we're talking about that, what we're talking about is really a cycle and a relationship between us and the community. We as an organization are situated in a way that we are able to work on empowering residents, on working in these participatory and engaged processes to get everything done that needs to get done. And that when we are successful in working with folks in that way, that allows the residents to invest in the neighborhood themselves, right? When they're able to do that and they're able to have the success that the community needs, that's what really allows us as an organization to execute the projects that we're best situated at doing from a development standpoint. And then in turn, it starts that cycle over again. When we're able to build that building or we're able to set up that project, that comes right back to that spot of empowering residents again. So let's think about just an example of that. One of the partners we've worked with for a number of years is Somerset Neighbors for Better Living. It's a civic association that we helped start and we've helped support in a number of ways. When we think about that first wave again, where NKCDC empowers and supports SNBL, how do we do that? We could do that through giving administrative support, through support of advocacy, supporting them with communications, financial support, so working as a sponsor at times, leadership development. It can be meeting space, technical assistance. All of those things are things that a lot of emergent organizations and residents need support with. And that's the capacity that we have to bring to the situation. So when we're successful in that relationship with them, that moves into what they can do. They're able to lead community cleanup efforts. They're able to lead interactions with developers in developing community benefits agreements. They're able to organize reactions and actions in response to things like what we recently went through, which was our local train station being closed. And they were able to mobilize and come out in action with that. So that is where they're able to go. Where does that come to for us? Then we're able to execute the projects that we're looking to do. When we are putting together a community-based crime reduction strategy, for instance, we have a solid partner that is closely connected to the community that can determine what it wants for itself, and we're able to execute those things. We're able to have a relationship with the community that has residents that can work at New Kensington Community Development Corporation and again be the leaders in all of the work that we're doing here. As we're thinking about some of the projects that we have coming, whether it's around developing a residence of affordable housing, whether it's what you're going to hear about us opening an anti-poverty hub, both of those are projects that can only be successful if residents are involved. And those projects themselves then, again, start the cycle again of supporting residents within the community.